is a Rita. And I have my Tequila Johnson. Just call me Tequila tonight. Woo! That's strong?
Better get you some. Trust me. Let
me see. Cause see, I'm not a Rita.
This ain't no mix. This is a.
Wait a minute. I'm not a Rita girl. He got a Rita mix.
Oh my God. Woo.
Whoa! Y'all remember Martin?
Y'all, I'll let y'all know in the comments what Martin is saying.
It's torts. It's torts. Y'all hear our audience member? We got one audience member. Yay! Are we recording?
Alright, well I'm ready now.
Alright, let's get into it. Shit. Yeah, that first segment, I mean.
Yeah, and I wanna
that first segment was
shirt again.
Right. The Pet T Vibe Boutique. That first segment was real. Just trying to talk to our little, just the people that always have something to say. So let's get into it. That first segment was super serious. We was talking we was politicking, talking just the seriousness. And now it's like it's time to get back. It's time to get back to us.
It's time to get back to Ratchet.
It's time to get back to us.
Charles, your lunch is ready. My drink was ready, but but if y'all haven't, who really doesn't know about that?
No, first of all, let's stop calling Charles and Miss Netta celebrities. Let's stop it.
That's what Miss Netta said.
Stop it. Stop calling them icons. Stop it.
Well, who's calling them icons?
People are calling them icons. I think that's what their followers call them, icons. They're called icons.
Okay.
Let's stop it. Let's see. That's what's wrong with social media right now. Social media right now is allowing some forms of mediocrity to reign supreme.
Well, one, I don't think they're celebrities. Two, I mean,
and first of all,
you can use your platform to get where you want to get. If you are like an actor or something, I mean, I get what you're doing. You're doing the little social media, get your name out there. I mean, that's a great way to get out there, but to call yourself a celebrity just because you was did they go to the BET Awards?
Wasn't they on the
EBT Awards?
The EBT
Awards, okay.
Baby, on my
now they think they're a celebrity because they was at the EBT Awards.
The EBTs and their manager Carlos, who couldn't get their stuff together. That was at the EBTs.
Who, Carlos?
They got a manager, I think, named Carlos, and they was trying to blame like everything on Carlos. First of all, shout out to the Sean Davy Way show, because Sean Davy Way is a YouTuber that I follow. I fucks with. I'm an uncheckable because I love his his commentary is just on point, and he gives zero fucks what you think about him, how you feel about him. He will tell you, if you don't rock with my content, keep scrolling. I don't care. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't care. If you don't rock with us, you don't have to. And my thing is, trolls are going to troll. But one thing about us, we don't care how you feel about us, what you say. We don't care. We are building our platform organically our way. And that's what we're doing over here. We ain't for everybody. And we said that at the beginning when we decided, because this channel right here is something that we talked about doing years and years ago. Because Just Kyle works with my husband. And that's how he and I met. Because he and I have a love for ratchet gossip and all things that's on Beyonce's internet, and that is how we ended up falling into this whole situation. Like, we used to talk
at the bar. At the bar,
just having a regular conversation. Yes, and people was like, Damn, y'all need to
show.
like y'all need to what is like damn like y'all is funny
Y'all
like
is too funny.
Yeah, like y'all got good chemistry. Y'all need to try to start a channel. So we actually started talking about it. We flirted with the idea. We never got serious about it until one day I was just like, I text Kyle and I said, you know what? Let's stop bullshitting. Just come over here. Let me pull out the camera and let's just do something.
Like Nike said, just do it. And we did it. And we're here.
And we here.
We appreciate the 237 subscribers.
Yes. Cheers to y'all.
You know, it's a journey. And thank you for riding with us on this journey.
Yeah, and that's one thing, like we said, what we're not going to do.
My allergies.
You getting teary-eyed, friend?
No, my allergies.
Like, no, seriously, my allergies. No, and that's one thing, like, we're not going to do. I'm not going to take this journey for granted. Like, I know that we live in a microwave society, and my thing is, I'm loving the organic growth. We're not paying for subscribers. We are over here, like we said, if you rock with us, you rock with us. If you don't, that is okay. Find bloggers and vloggers and channels that you feel are up to your standards. If they are saying things the way that you want them to say things, go ahead. If you are in agreement with how they do things and how they run their channel, then do that.
So
you're free to do that, but
you don't want the Dre and Michelle microwavable experience.
I mean, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be great, but what I'm saying is we know that this is this is an organic. I'm just saying, listen, if somebody said, hey, boom, 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 boom,
put that kid's pussy in there, finish.
Listen, like
no longer hungry.
So, like, we just gonna let things just grow organically over here because this is us literally being our whole authentic selves, just bullshitting. Yes, having fun, and yes, sometimes talking over each other because we get passionate about shit, and that's just what we do. And if y'all don't like it, then I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna say just, hey, there are a lot of other channels that you can go to.
I don't think it's like talking over where
but 9 times out of 10
hear us
but I'm just saying 9 times out of 10 there are a lot of duos that I follow on and in these YouTube streets where that happens. When they're on a topic and people getting passionate about stuff, that it happens because you're so excited and you're both trying to get your points across and you're laughing and shit, and it's just like it just happens.
On track.
You get back on track, and that's what we do. Sometimes a lot of times we veer off the goddamn track. But then we get back on it.
Sometimes we switch to,
we start talking. Yes,
the main topic would be something,
then we talk about something else because it's like a little.
It leads into
there's an intersection into something else that we can.
Why not do the hourglass? It's the hourglass.
It's the hourglass. Yeah, and that's just like it just happens. Like with this whole
the BBL glass,
the BBL right, the BBL glass. And speaking of BBLs and plastic surgery, Chaws and Netta went to Gold's plastic surgery and got the abs, and they supposedly got the fat sucked out, and they went through all of this. But yet and still they sitting up here going to these buffets.
He was all you could eat. They was both chowing down. Charles, what abs?
Charles looked like he 10 months pregnant.
Them abs is gone.
Looking like Netta knocked him up.
Probably looking like a Ninja Turtle with them abs. It's about a fat Ninja Turtle with them abs poking out.
The buffet, yes. The buffet.
Because he paid for them. They sculpt his abs.
But how you gonna sculpt abs over fat?
They removed most of the fat.
No, they did. Did you see him? You saw him on the Aunties podcast?
Yeah, but after he had his surgery, it looked. It looked very fake because, like you said, it was like they sculpted abs over fat. It was like you saw his abs, you saw a 6-pack, but it was like love handles, gut over here, a gut. He had man titties.
Exactly. So
I'm like, did you get your chest done? You should have.
Listen, the first thing.
Ozempic. Try that. Try to
And if you don't want to try Ozempic, get you a tummy tuck. First of all, get you the lipo. This is how we do things.
Yes, why don't you do that first?
Let's lipo the titties out. Let's lipo the fat out.
And then do your abs.
And then we sculpt the abs.
Yeah. You just supposedly I'm like, what fat? And then they said Miss Netta had Miss Netta, he a big dude. And the reason I'm saying dude, don't try to come for me.
Exactly.
Because we're about to get into that.
Exactly. Because T.S. Madison, when they were invited on the show on Fox Soul, remember, T.S. gave Miss Netta several times, hey, Miss Netta, how do you want to identify? The first thing Miss Netta said, oh, I'm not part of the LGBTQ plus community. Miss Netta, Joe has said that this is a costume. This is a gig. Like Mrs.
Netta said it on his live too. He said, he has said on his live.
This is a gig.
I don't associate with the LGBT whatever community.
Right. Don't even know all the letters.
This wig and makeup. This is for the skits. I don't. If you know me and you know where I live, or if I leave the house, I'm not going to be dressed up like this unless I'm doing a skit.
Right. So Joe has already said that he is a man, and he said that he does not identify with the Libiquita community.
I'm like, where did he come from?
LGBT.
But then I was going to be funny, but never mind.
Yes, Joe has said.
She put the D in it.
Right, the D for the D. For the D.
In the community.
So Joe has already said that he does not identify with the Libiquita community, LGBTQ plus community.
So, he established that. So that's why I say I'm not trying to, even if I.
No, you're not being funny because Joe said.
I don't care what he said. I'm not trying to, because some people say, "Oh, I'm not going to go." That's fine. I don't have to identify him as a he or she. I'll just say Miss Netta. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take away.
And you know what's so crazy? That was one of the things. Like if you watch Maddie in the Morning with T.S. Madison and her co-host, one of her best friends, Craig. That was one of the things that the LGD. Why do I keep saying D? Because I got dick on the brain. The LGBTQ plus community. That was one of the things that they were trying to get Uncle Craig about. They were trying to say that, basically they was trying to pinhole Uncle Craig into saying that, you won't use the pronouns that Netta wants to use, and so Craig was saying, I'm just going to call Miss Netta Miss Netta. I'm not going to use the pronouns. You see what I'm saying?
That's yes.
And I'm with it. I'm with it.
Because
you don't have to use the pronouns. If I address you as such, if I say Miss Netta, if I just all the time when I talk about Miss Netta, I say Miss Netta.
So here's the thing. It's always, respect. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what you say your name is going to be. If that's what you say your name is, that's the whole respect part. So instead of, eliminate the pronouns and use that person's name.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Like if you don't agree with something, that's fine. Because you can't force somebody. You can't force somebody to call you a she or a he.
Exactly.
Because if they don't look at you as that's their choice.
Yeah. But the thing is,
you choose to be, if you want to.
But the thing
put your gender into another, whatever the case may be, that's your choice or whatever. That person has a choice too. They don't have to call you a she. If you is born as a male,
and you decide that you want to become a transgender, and you want to start.
Well, not even that. We could look at we could just put this
right
or T.S. Madison. Still got the man parts, but
T.S. is a transgender woman. She will let you know that. That's why T.S. is in her
my
name.
thing is, some people might not agree with that, and they might say, I don't see you as. I'm not going to address you as a she.
Well, see,
but then you use you don't have to use the pronouns. You can say, just say the name.
Just say T.S. Right, but what I'm
call
saying,
her Maddie.
Right, or call her Maddie. But my thing is, it's just for me. Again, I see what you're saying, but also for those people, again, even if they quote unquote do not agree, you cannot fence straddle. You have to decide. You either gonna refer to that person whenever you speak into them, like you said, as Maddie, as Joe, or don't refer to them at all. Don't get to the point where it's causing, call them call them by their name. If that's what you choose to do, call that person by their name. Just don't be just don't be disrespectful. My bad.
Yeah.
Just don't be disrespectful. First of all, life is too short. And when we look at this situation, I'm going to say, first of all, growing up Christian, it was just crazy. Just listening to Christians say, of course, you quoting scripture and talking about the Bible and saying, oh, well, this is wrong. This ain't right. You're going to hell, and condemning people to hell. At this vintage age that I'm at, I'm just at the point where I want people to live and be happy and be their authentic selves. I am no judge. I am no jury. I am no executioner. I have no heaven or no hell to send a person to. I want everybody here that's living and breathing to live the hell out of their lives. I want everybody to live their best life. I want everybody to do what makes them happy. And if I'm at this point where I feel like I cannot tell a human being, okay, let's just say a person born as a male, and they enter into this world and they feel like, I was born in the wrong body. I feel like I cannot tell this person that was born with male parts, and if they feel like, God, I'm here with this penis, but I don't feel like I identify as a male, I want to be a female. I cannot tell this person that that's wrong. You can't. I'm not in their body. I don't know their experience. I cannot judge them and tell them, well, that's wrong. This is how you was born. This is how you're supposed to be. I cannot do that, and I'm not going to do that any longer. I'm not going to do it any longer. I can't tell people how they feel.
You don't have to necessarily agree, because honestly,
a lot of people don't agree, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to condemn that person. And
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you
live their life the way they want to.
Yeah, and I'm not going to tell you, oh, you was born with a.
It's not my body.
Exactly. So again, that's why I said I'm not going to tell a person, okay, you was born with a male part and that's how you should be. If that person is living in that body and they don't feel that that's how they feel, I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to argue with that person. I'm not going to make them feel less than. I want them to live their best life, because life is a vapor. Life is short.
Well, back to Miss Netta.
Right. I mean, this is the whole thing. We're talking about LGBTQ+.
Back to Miss Netta, because this is where the juice. Yeah, I'm over that. Let's go on back to Miss Netta.
I'm sick of it.
First of all, you got the Grannies podcast. Oh, the Aunties podcast.
Do not call them the Grannies. They're the Aunties.
So you got the Aunties podcast. I love them though. I was just joking.
The Aunties, which are
Tokyo, Black China's mama. Oh, I'm sorry, Angela
White's mom, which is Tokyo Tony.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Carlissa. Is it Carlissa or Carlissa?
Lisa, whoever.
We're going to call her Corley.
Blueface mama.
I just
call her Blueface mama.
And then we got Rick Ross' baby mama, Tia Kemp. So we got them three young ladies on the show.
First of all, shout out to Zeus that picked up these three just
mid-age, I didn't mean to say
ratchet reality women who are... that every time they turn on the camera, that, every time they go live, their views are da-da-da-da-da. Shout out to the producers that said, hey, let's put these three train wrecks on a show. Let's give them a show. Shout out to them, because they are making money hand over fist with these three train wrecks, first of all. The
Sophia
show
was honestly, you know, I love her. Like she was really,
but she's a train wreck though. Let's be honest.
but
all three of them are train wrecks.
She respect the whole thing, and she was really trying to. She was more
she
like
don't respect her daughter.
Hold on, we ain't talking about her daughter.
But
she was like really trying to interview and get into the whole interview. But you know, it was funny because you know they talked about the whole.
Let's back up. Let's rewind.
Talking about the podcast.
No, we're talking about the podcast. But what I'm saying is, we're talking about Miss Netta and Charles coming on a podcast. I was just talking about the podcast in general.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm talking about these two individuals, the icons, which is what people are calling them on.
We're not going to do that. Well,
that's what the people are calling them. So we have to say that, hey, this is how the people are seeing them and referring to them as.
No, we're not going to do that. As far as icons, you know, in the music industry, you got Usher. You know, you got.
Well, no,
Usher,
they're not in the music industry.
No, I'm going down all the industries because I'm not done. I'm not done because that's not what we're going to do. We're not going to call them a damn icon. In the acting world, we got the Denzels, the Will Smiths.
The John Davids, because John David is coming for his father. Yes.
And then in the sports world, we got the Kobe Bryants. We got the Jordans.
We got the Jerry Rices.
Yes. So those are icons.
We got the LeBron Jameses. LeBron James is an icon in his own right.
So anywho,
LeBron James is an icon in his own right.
I didn't say he wasn't.
But you paused and you looked at me like, why would you say that?
The side eye? I'm talking about, you know what?
We're talking about icons and LeBron James is
I didn't say he wasn't.
But you gave that pause.
I didn't say he wasn't.
You gave that pregnant pause.
Is he the same icon level as Jordan and Kobe? No.
He is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. First of all, those are two different positions played.
It don't matter what position
it is. LeBron James is on a Magic Johnson / iconic level. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Okay. We know Charles is not on the iconic level.
Charles, your lunch is ready.
Why don't you get a sponsorship from Weight Watchers?
First of all, they don't even watch your weight on Weight Watchers.
Well, that's what they're doing now. They ain't watching no weight. I'm trying to get them more coins.
They're doing seafood.
But seriously, it's no shame, but I'm trying to get them more coins.
They're doing seafood. The more food they see, they eat it.
Okay.
Seafood.
But, yeah, calling them icons.
Charles, your lunch is ready.
No.
Listen, their stands are going to call them icons. Their stands is calling them icons.
That's like saying Sexy Red is the best rapper of all time.
Listen, I'm about to fight.
That's the comparison.
I'm about to tear this set up.
That's what they're saying.
I'm going to tear this set up.
But that's what they basically saying.
I'm going to tear this set up.
No.
I'm tearing it up.
We can't call them icons.
I'm tearing this set up.
You had your 10 minutes and you're trying to push it to 25 minutes of fame.
They trying to give us an hour and I'm sick of it. So you watched the Auntie Trainwreck podcast. So let's get into it. I saw little clips and little snippets, but let's talk about it.
I mean, it was good. I really liked it. You know, they brought the shade.
So let's talk about the topics of shade that they brought out. Like the one thing that I saw where they was trying to say that, did they say something about Charles not working or something, and he cut Netta off?
Why is he still working? Oh, Netta was getting heated. So basically, I don't know if it's Tia or one of them was saying like, oh, so ain't Charles still? If y'all got the money, why is Charles still working?
Well, Charles is still working, right?
Mr. He was I answered it. No, he is working because he wants to work. He gets his benefits still and and you know, Carlisa, she was like, oh, I know that's right. You know, she was agreeing like, no, you know, he still, you know, he getting them benefits. Shoot, why not?
Of course.
And what they do when they do their little podcasts and shows and stuff, it's not all the time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take up all the time. So when they do little podcast skits and stuff like that, he still has time to go to work or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, and then even Miss Netta, he was just saying like, I don't be cooking like that for. I don't be cooking all meals. He was just like, no. He just, you know, he cooked a big meal one time. He take the leftovers or whatever to work because he work at night, whatever. But
Where he work at? Where Tommy works?
I forgot.
Tommy ain't got no job on Martin.
No, he got a job, but
where?
I forgot what it was. I don't know. But
Did he talk about why he punched that shed?
No. What shit?
You ain't see the video with Charles getting mad about something and he punched the shed?
No.
And he punched
they was just going in like.
So what really made Netta like just go off? Like why was he going off?
Well, they did discuss it, but Netta did say that because a lot of people were talking about why do you talk to him like that? Like you know when you.
Oh
get
yeah,
mad.
like when you get the attitude, right. Because I've seen several times where
Netta was like,
Netta has
"Oh, I don't know. No, that's just for the skits. It gets us likes, so that's what I do." So I'm like, okay. Okay, so you're a cloud chaser, but not a cloud chaser, but a bag chaser.
So did they talk about the fact that Charles has a kid with a white woman, allegedly?
Well, they did kind of get into it, like, is Charles really gay?
Right. So what was the outcome? Is Charles
Tia
really?
Tia was like, you know, I guess he had slid up into somebody's
A female's DMs?
that Carlissa knew. It was somebody I don't.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, Netta was like, whatever. I got passwords, whatever. But they was insinuating like if she would have actually went to Charles and spread it wide, he would have been all up in there. Yeah.
Because Charles has a child.
But Charles did say Netta was not his first little male boo thing. He did say that he had a dude before Charles. Okay. I mean, Netta.
Before Netta. So Charles, so would you say that Charles is gay for pay?
I wouldn't, because if he had somebody before Netta and they weren't doing all the blogging and stuff like that,
right?
Maybe if he was, I would be like, okay, yeah, but no. Would I say he's gay? Probably not. Bisexual?
Bisexual, you think so? Okay.
I mean.
So let's get into the
like whole... he said he did. He said on the thing that he did. I don't know what he doing with Netta. He might not be touching the wildebeest. Excuse me.
Oh, not the wildebeest. But let's get into the fact that Netta has talked about black women. Let's get into it.
Oh, well, wait. Before we get into that, I want to set this up because yes, they did have like a Netta was like, they was getting into it, but Netta was like, I'm not trying to disrespect y'all. Y'all, all three y'all beautiful black women. I love black women. So let's fast forward.
Do y'all understand, like, before you say something,
it was like, I'm not trying to be.
First of all, that sets you up. I hate, that is a backhanded compliment. That's like, before I gaslight you, before I light your ass up, I'm going to say, oh, no shade, but I love black women, but let's get into it.
So it's like, okay, after you did all that, you go on a lie, ranting about you clicking your nails. Let me stop.
Wait a minute, who's clicking their nails?
Charles be going with, not Charles, Netta be, you know how you talk with your hands. And, he got them nails, so they be clicking away, like, while he be all right doing all that. Like, I say. But, let me stop. But Netta
Right.
was basically saying like, I don't identify with the LGBT. So I don't. He was like, LGBT, whatever. He couldn't even say, But he
I
didn't
don't
say he didn't
identify with
identify. But
no
he was
because
like, I'm not a part of it.
the LGBTQ
And
plus
he was
community.
like, I am a man. He was
Pretty
like,
much trying to compare himself to Medea.
probably, yeah.
Right. That's basically along the lines like I only do this.
But Tyler do the bending too, allegedly. So okay, I could.
Okay, continue.
I could see the yeah, yeah, I could see it.
Child, your lunch is
So
ready.
it's like you doing this rant, and then it's like I don't even want to be a woman. Why would I even want to be one? Why would I don't want to even be a black woman. Black women, basically, he was just saying black women ain't shit.
Pretty much. That's what we surmised because I watched it. Pretty much, I'd rather be a white woman.
White woman. Yeah. He was like,
because they're more intelligent.
He was like, yeah, they're more intelligent. And then he was like, y'all black women, y'all just be popping off in the comments talking about and this and that. And you don't think none of my white followers. I didn't know you had white followers.
Exactly.
But if you do, that's fine. Kudos. But
first of all, I need to say something. Netta, you came into this world through a black coochie, which means if you don't have any respect for black women, then what are you saying about your mama? What are you saying about your mama's mama? What are you saying about your mama's 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 mamas? What are you saying about your aunties? What are you saying about just black women in general who I am sure had a part in helping bring you up as you were growing up as a child. So for you to say some ignorant bullshit like that, knowing that you come from a black woman, how dare you? Secondly, stop putting on these wigs and stop putting that foundation on that crater face skin that you have. Stop it.
that's
Stop
like
it.
3 pallets
You're talking about black women, but yet you're putting on a wig. You are putting on nails. You are calling Charles your husband. You're calling yourself Miss Netta, and you are black. So when you put on a wig, you're trying to be us. You don't want to be us. You call us ignorant. You said we ain't shit. So why are you trying to emulate us? Be Joe 1000%, 1000% of the time. Be Joe. Rock your locks. Take off the nails. Let us see your bumpy skin, which we see all the damn time. Stop it. You don't want to be us because we're ignorant. You're not going to put on a blonde wig. You know why? We already know why. I'm not even going to go there. Why you wouldn't even put on a blonde wig. But I'm just saying, for you to sit up there.
We don't need him to run around looking like Mary J with a blonde wig.
Mary J?
No, I'm just saying. Not the face looks, but I'm just saying.
No, that annoys the hell out of me as a black woman. For you to go and try to come for us when we did not send for you. Oatmeal pie face. Stop it. Lumpy dumpy, Humpty Dumpty skin. Stop it. You don't want to be a black woman because we're ignorant, because we're this, but yet and still, you slapping on that black wig, you're calling black ass makeup artists to try to CoverGirl can't cover the craters that's on your face. CoverGirl can't do it. All the other makeup lines out here cannot do it until you go seek a dermatologist who can help you out internally to get the impurities out of your skin. Because whatever it is, that shit that you eating, that shit is coming through. It's coming through and we see it.
Charles is coming through.
Your lunch is right at it. And I'm sorry, like I didn't want to say all that, but I'm just saying as a black woman, I feel disrespected. Don't come for us. We didn't stand for you. Do not come for us.
So here's
Stop
the
it. Stop
thing.
wearing the nails. If you want to be Joe, 1000%. Be Joe be who you are all the time.
Well, here's the thing. Like, even if you do it just for the skits, that's fine. Whatever.
It's not fine
But
when you start talking about black women.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm saying if you do it for the skits, that's fine. But you sit up there talking about black women, and honestly, it's like, are you
don't
doing
have a
this
blueprint.
for?
Trying to do it for a check.
Yeah, because it's not. How many times we gonna hear your lunch is ready? That's done and over with.
We're tired
So
of it.
my thinking is, I'm thinking that they're trying to think of more stuff to get the bags. Because who's gonna continue to watch?
Nobody.
Charles, your lunch is ready. Charles, your lunch is ready. Your dinner's ready. Your breakfast's ready. We going So I don't know. I mean, I really, honestly, I think not Charles. Netta did that. Live for a reason.
And my thing is, it's so crazy. It's like every time Miss Netta goes live, there's always clapping back to the people in the comments. Just always rude, just always disrespectful, just always. You don't always have to reply to. You don't have to reply. Sometimes no reply is the best reply.
Or kill them with kindness, like
but sometimes I understand. Sometimes you gotta let a troll know. Sometimes,
but you can do it in a way that it's not,
Yeah,
you ain't gotta be ignorant.
You don't have to be ignorant. But what I'm saying is, in this case with Netta talking about black women, I have a whole ass problem with it because you're quote unquote getting your coins from being a bootleg ass Medea and having a man pretend to be your man. Like, stop it. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
and then they quote unquote making these coins, and then it's like
that might possibly lose your bag because
first of all, a lot of black women might be subscribed to your channel, and the fact that
they're gonna unsubscribe.
The fact that you're disrespecting us and saying that we're not intelligent and that you'd rather be a white woman because they have more intelligence, like, really? Like, what's
and he was just basically like, yeah, y'all ignorant in the comments and da da da.
It's trash. It's trash.
You could say you could say that person, whoever was saying those comments, you could say that person's ignorant, but don't put them in a whole. They don't represent every black woman.
Right, categorize black women.
Yeah,
and that's the issue that I have.
They're not the spokesperson for black women.
That's all.
Every woman, whatever color, is different. They don't represent their race. Nobody represents their race. Like, you can't categorize just because you had a bad experience. So if you went to the store, you had a bad experience with a black woman. Cashier was quote unquote ignorant, whatever. You went to the store and you can't be like, all black women are ignorant. They ain't shit. No, that cashier was ignorant, and leave it at that. Like, address the people in your comments individually. Don't sit up there and categorize every black woman because a couple of black women were, quote unquote, I didn't read the comments, I really don't care, but supposedly a couple of black women in your comments were being ignorant.
Yeah, that's the issue that I have with Miss Netta. When I saw that whole situation, I'm like, okay, you are coming for black women when your whole persona as Miss Netta is being a black woman. It's being a black woman that's married to a younger man, that's trying to quote unquote put up this persona that you are sophisticated, that you are domesticated, and that you are taking care of your man and cooking his lunch. So that's pretty much what your skits are about.
No, I mean, I guess it's trying to be a Tyler Perry because every Tyler Perry movie, he makes the black woman look
just real crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but y'all go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Share, comment, subscribe. Tell us if you got somebody got your lunch and dinner ready.
Right. Let us know. Is y'all preparing breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
You all agree with?
Yeah, and honestly, how do y'all feel about this whole
scam?
Right. How do y'all feel about this whole Miss Netta and Charles situation? Do y'all feel like Charles could be gay for pay? Do y'all really feel like this is a real authentic relationship? Do y'all really feel like Charles and Netta are really married? Do y'all feel like they're going to go the long haul? Let's talk about it below.
We're going to look up the receipts.
Yeah, no, because I'm seeing conflicting stories where they're saying that Charles is gay for pay.
I'm doing the Evelyn. I'm doing a private investigation.
I'm just saying, we'll call Evelyn and then get it together.
And this ain't blue shirt no more, so you can't say I got to go.
Right.
Because I'm still going to rock for Evelyn. Bye.
Y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend.
Make sure you put on your blue shirt, too.
Put on your blue shirt.
And get drunk.
Do all that. And overtalk your friends.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Till next video.
Peace.